So we're at R&R Custom Engines in Phoenix, and they're a complete, everything CNC machined. And so we're picking up the small block for the 357 L-79, and I'll tell you about that later. But the reason I use these guys is because everything is CNC, state of the art. So we're back from R&R Custom Engines in Phoenix, and I'll tell you about this LS7 in a little bit. But this story is going to be about the 357 L-79 for the 67 Nova. Yes, I said it right, 357, not 327. And I'll tell you all about that. Let's unload this beast and yeah, get on with the story. So this is going to be going there. It's a 1967 cast, and everyone knows what that is, 362. And this is the car that I've had for, I think it's 48 years now, almost 50 years. My dad got it for me when I was 15 years old, so you can do the math, I'm an old man. So this is the original 283 that came in the car, and I built this engine when I was 18 years old. I think it was late 70s, early 80s. And yeah, it's probably got 275 horsepower, something like that. And this should be probably right at about 450, the engine builder said. So this is a, of course, 327 block, but it has a 350 crank in it, and I'll spin it over and show that to you. So this is a large journal crank out of a 350 Chevy. And what's been done to it is it's been turned down to be a small journal crank. And believe it or not, they did make a small journal 350 one year only, and in 1967. So what had to be done is, you can see here, is the block had to be clearanced a little bit for the rod bolts to go by. But it's basically a 1/4 inch stroked 327, 40 over, that makes it 356.6 cubic inches. It's basically 1/4 inch stroker. You know, if you 1/4 inch stroke a 350, you get a 383. So I could have done the same thing with a 383 crank, but then this would have had to been clearanced a lot more, possibly maybe even going into the water jackets, and I didn't want to do that. They can pour some stuff, I guess, into the block to seal up that area for machining, but this block is just too valuable to be doing all that stuff too. So we're just going with a what I'm calling a 357 L-79. So these are the cylinder heads that are going to go on it. As you can see, they're aluminum, and they're also double hump. So I'll tell you a little bit more about those. So I got real lucky, and I found a original NOS, new old stock L-79 intake manifold. How many of those are still around? Anyway, yeah, so this is what the top end's gonna look like with the aluminum cylinder heads. And these are some cylinder heads that are made by Speedway in Phoenix, Arizona. I have some really nice heads on this motor too, some double hump. They're 194s, not 202s. And they were done by K. Sissel. But once I looked at redoing all of these cylinder heads with new seats and all that stuff, and they're not aluminum, these things have a lot better, like new technology, port designs, all that kind of stuff. So these are just make way more power. The camshaft I'm going to use is a Sigurdsson solid lifter cam. It's about 512 lift, 240 duration at 50, and a 108 lobe center. So it should have a nice rumpity rump to it. Yeah, so I'm going to be building this thing, putting it together, putting it in there. If you guys like this kind of stuff, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, let's get going.